Hello and welcome to the news at 2 on Ogun State Television. I am Simiat Abaru. Don't forget you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogun TV and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live for the latest news and reports. Check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple and Google Play stores. The federal government and the state governors will next week take decisions on the creation of state. The governor of Bayelsa State, Doye Diri, disclosed this to State House correspondent in Abuja after the National Economic Council. Diri revealed that the NEC gave Adamawa, Kebbi, and Kwara State and the FCT 1 week, November 28, to submit their positions on the proposed creation of state police. He said by the time the NEC convened again next week, a decision would be taken. While the Nigeria Governors Forum has pledged to collaborate with the legislative arm of government in the ongoing constitutional amendment, the governors made the pledge after its meeting in Abuja, where they hosted the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, who briefed them on the progress of the amendment. According to the communique issued by the forum after the meeting, Kalu, who is the chairman of the Committee on the Review of the Constitution, emphasized the importance of collaboration between the forum and the committee, proposing the establishment of a one-stop shop framework to align state-level priorities with the constitutional review process. The forum also engaged with the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, on strategies to reposition Nigeria's education system for improved outcomes. According to the forum, the minister provided an overview of the challenges, including out-of-school children and high rate of learning poverty, particularly in the northeast and northwest regions. The forum reaffirmed its commitment to collaborate with the federal government and development partners to address these challenges and align effort towards achieving SDG 4. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Isiaq Adekunle Salako, has restated the commitment of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu to the nation's health sector. Salako said the agenda is to provide all Nigerians, particularly the vulnerable population, qualitative, accessible, affordable, and responsive healthcare services. He noted that the recently released medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper has a part of its key objectives: improvement of health crisis preparedness and revitalization of the nation's health system. He called on state government to borrow a leaf from this commitment to ensure faithful implementation of the Health Renewal Compact signed in December 2023. Dr. Salako stated this in his opening remarks at the opening council session of the 65th National Council on Health in Maiduguri, Borno State. Apart from health research, which is being prioritized by his ministry, Dr. Salako said efforts are on to improve and maintain standards at service, research, and ethical levels through inauguration of strategic commitment and committees in line with the National Health Act 2014 and other excellent laws. As Ogun State government, through the Ministry of Information and Strategy, works to ensure all children, irrespective of their background, are given a chance to live and thrive, stakeholders must continue to collaborate to promote essential family practices that are the cornerstone of child survival and development. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Strategy, Alhaji Waheed Adesina, made this known at the last meeting of State Social Mobilization and Technical Committee at the instance of the Ministry of UNICEF, held at Okemoson, Abeokuta. Matthew Showme completes the report.
The objectives of the meeting include strengthening mobilization for child survival and development programs, deliberation to address misinformation and vaccine hesitancy, and discussion on promoting proper usage of insecticide-treated nets. Stakeholders comprising representatives of the Ministries of Health, Agriculture, Community Development, National Population Commission, National Orientation Agency, civil society and non-governmental organizations, and the media are part of this meeting to bring forward ideas on the best way forward. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Strategy, Alhaji Waheed Adesina, said with an unwavering commitment to effective communication and dissemination of vital information, the ministry has been a vital channel for reaching the citizens.
Educating ourselves on these issues will enable us to better inform the public and combat the spread of false information, thereby protecting the health of our communities. Additionally, we have with us a member of Health Promotion Unit, Public Department of the Ministry of Health.
The program director, Kemi Ereda Yusuf, stated that the meeting is yet again a demonstration of collective dedication to ensuring health and well-being of every child in the state is protected.
We have lessons to share as stakeholders, and we want to learn from you also. Our goal is not just to disseminate information, but to inspire action and foster behavioral change within our communities.
Alhaji Waheed Elegbede made a presentation on myths, misconception, rumor, and fake news against immunization, while Dorcas Adiaga spoke on current distribution of insecticide-treated nets in the state. Stakeholders made their submissions, opinions, and recommendations on the best way of addressing misinformation, misconception about the insecticide-treated nets and vaccines. Matthew Shomi, Ogtv News.
Now to the education sector. The outstanding performances of learners, teachers and schools in Ogun State at local, national and international competitions have been ascribed to the policy of Prince Dakwa Abiodun's administration on education. Ogun State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, made this affirmation during the presentation of another set of learners who have made the state proud again by winning first positions in core science subjects such as mathematics, physics, biology, and computer science and others at the 64th National Conference of Science Teachers Association of Nigeria held in Abuja, expressed gratitude for the positive result of the revitalization agenda in both public and private schools.
But the way that which our students are winning awards, it's like maybe we create a department for awards so that that department will just be receiving them and then compiling the. So I'm really very happy to see that our students are winning awards. It means that a lot of good things are happening in the state education sector. And I think we want to give a round of applause to all these winners, to appreciate them, and also give another round of applause to the governor, Dr. Dakwa Abiodun, CON, because not only do we have our students from the private schools winning, we also have our students from the public schools winning, which means we are not actually leaving anybody behind. We are happy to see all our students doing well, winning awards, and doing us proud.
Commissioner applauded the doggedness among the students in Ogun State that continue to provoke healthy competitions and spirit of sportsmanship in schools, appreciating the local organizing committee of the competition for their unrelenting effort in preparing the learners towards achieving the best for their locality. Earlier, the Director of Education, Department of Science and Technology, Mrs. Abosede Edon, while presenting the proud winners of the awards to the commissioner from primary schools category to the junior and senior secondary schools, disclosed that Ogun State won 7 golds, 2 silvers and 1 bronze to become second overall best behind Lagos among the 36 states of the Federation. On his part, the chairman, Stan, Ogun State chapter, Dr. Yomi Ononuga, said the unquantifiable support of the ministry in provision of every resources needed brought about remarkable improvement in the students' performance during the competition. Speaking on behalf of other proprietors, Honorable Ahmed Omishiri, the proprietor, the Juniors Oliver College, Tigbo Ota, Ogun State, felt very proud for his school, though located in a rural area, but among those that made the state name to be written on the marble of great achievement, commending the LOC for their contributions towards the best performances. The Ministry of Education, Science and Technology has announced that the 2024-2025 first term examination in all public, primary and secondary schools, as well as government science and technical colleges, government technical and vocational college, has been scheduled to commence on Monday, 25th November, Wednesday till 4th December 2024. Commissioner in the ministry, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, implored principals to make adequate arrangement towards the successful conduct of this exercise, while learners are enjoined to comport themselves well during the examination. He assured that the ministry has put in place necessary machinery towards a hitch-free conduct of the examination. The European Union is to construct hydro power stations in Ogun State and 6 other states in Nigeria. National Program Coordinator, Environment and Energy at United Nations Industrial Development Organization, Mr. Oluyomi Banjo, made this disclosure at a 2-day workshop on circular economy in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Fowora Adesowo reports.
A peep into a better Nigeria with off-grid renewable energy by the state. Stakeholders in the circular economy brainstormed in Abeokuta with the Ogun State Ministry of Environment and the United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO, providing a pathway on how to advance Nigeria green and just transition to near zero high circular economy practice. Gurus in academia were not left out. Setting the agenda for the program, Ogun State Commissioner for Environment Olaore Sonya said Ogun State leads while others follow in circular economy.
And solar, these are clean energy sources that can support industrial growth. And that is why in Ogun State, in the next 2 days, we'll be looking at the energy mix, the energy program, and our energy policies, and how this can affect industrial growth. Looking at the quantum of clean energy that we can produce in Ogun State, what can policy and legislative instruments drive to make sure that we grow on this clean energy.
The National Program Coordinator, Environment and Energy at the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, Oluyomi Banjo, affirmed that European Union has elected Ogun, Lagos, Kano, Anambra and Abia states with other 3 states for hydropower plants, which will improve the energy base of the country that is near comatose.
There is actually a bigger project. So this is one component of the project. There are 2 projects in one. This is one component. The other component has a part that we will be setting up small hydropower stations across the country. So we will set up 6 hydropower stations across the country. And a lot of negotiations are already ongoing with some state governments to do this.
According to Banjo, no nation can thrive without resolving its energy crisis with a homegrown solution.
So we have 5 core states, which are Abia, Anambra, Kaduna, Ogun, and Ondo, and the associate states are Lagos, Rivers, and Kano.
Special advisor to the governor on energy, Jide Onokoya, in his paper said Ogun State has wherewithal to sustain circular energy with a robust academia and stakeholders. The permanent secretary, Ministry of Environment, Dr. Samuel Oyineye, called for a policy with an inbuilt mechanism to implement a full-blown circular economy for the nation. Adefowura Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
The Legislative Council members of Ifo local government area of Ogun State have been inaugurated with Honorable Samuel Bangboye emerging as the leader of the House. All Progressives Congress members and chieftains present at the ceremony enjoined the legislators to work in tandem with the executive arm to ensure evenly distribution of the dividends of democracy to the people. Ayodeji Tamari Olumi has more.
Election has come and gone. Now it is the time to hit the ground running. The chairman of Ifo local government, Idris Kushimo, in company of APC leaders in the local government, inaugurated the 9th Legislative Council at the Secretariat's Legislative Chamber. Honorable Samuel Bangboye, who emerged as the leader of the House after a unanimous vote by the lawmakers, promised to work in synergy with the executive arm of the local government for a common goal.
We will legislate laws that will bring development and dividends of democracy to the people of Ifo local government. And we are going to give our unflinching support to the executive arm of Ifo local government.
APC chieftains and members at the inauguration ceremony admonished the new administration to work in line with Prince Dapo Abiodun's Isheya mantra to provide the dividends of democracy for the people.
I will only ask them to work in tandem with the grassroots so that the people at the grassroots level can enjoy dividend of democracy. My advice to them is for them to work together because the synergy of both of the hands of the government will produce a good vision for Ifo local government.
What our people are expecting is dividend of democracy. It should focus on how to better the life of our people.
All he needs to do is to feel the impulse of his people and move closer to them. Once he's not far from his people, definitely that's the path to success.
I want to advise that they should build a cordial working relationship with the states and even the national.
The executive chairman, Idris Kushimo, promised to deliver on his electionary promises by ensuring an inclusive government in Ifo local government.
Our government is going to be the best since the inception of Ifo local government. We are going to follow the mantra of our governor, which is the share, agriculture, education, health, and we are going to be doing more of rural development.
Ifo local government area of Ogun State consists of 11 wards located in Ogun Central. Ayodeji Tomori Olumi, Ogtv News.
And now to the foreign scene. An Israeli air attack has killed 2 paramedics along in southern Lebanon, while in Gaza, the Kamal Adwan Hospital, one of the few partially functioning medical facilities in the besieged territories north, has once again been targeted. The State of Palestine has welcomed the International Criminal Court issuing of arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Gallant over suspected war crimes in Gaza, saying the move restores hope in international law. Israel's genocide in Gaza has killed at least 44,056 Palestinians and wounded 104,286 since October 7, 2020. So the cold city emerged from a competitive bidding process, and the state is set to deliver a world-class event. And now to Ogun State. Gateway United FC is delighted to announce the appointment of Festus Allen as the new head coach for the 2024-2025 Nigerian National League season. The unveiling ceremony held at Otumba Dipo Dino Stadium, Ijebu-Ode, was presided over by the Ogun State Commissioner for Sport Development, Honorable Wasiu Isiaka, who officially presented Coach Allen with the club's jersey. Allen will be assisted by Shakiru Lawal, Emmanuel Bamdili, and Michael Shoniregu. Honorable Wasiu Isiaka urged the technical crew to give their utmost in their new roles assuring them of the full support of the entire state to achieve success. Allen previously managed notable teams like 3SC, MFMFC, Bayelsa United and Ijebu United, among others, before signing for Gateway United. The management, led by the acting general manager Niyi Shuleye, calls on fans to extend a warm welcome to Coach Allen and his team. The special advisor to the governor on education, Dr. Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo, has said that the government of Prince Dakwa Abiodun in Ogun State is working round the clock, but to help in developing learners' talents and potentials in different sports. Dr. Shoyombo said this at the second edition of Inter-House Sport Competition at the Emeritus Professor Ogunlesi Model Secondary School, Gijo, saying the potential of learners in fields and track event will be discovered and encouraged as part of a holistic approach towards improving them for future opportunities. She maintained that Ogun State is blessed with brilliant people who are first in their chosen endeavors, such as accounting, medicine, academic, statistics, journalism, and sport. Hence, the need to promote the talent of young people to sustain the enviable legacies that the state is known for.
I want to thank God for Governor Abeokuta, who has actually spent so much to put this school together and to put it as one of the picking schools that we have in Ogun State. Today, children, the future builders of Nigeria, we have come to celebrate with you. We have come to support you. And today is a day where we will have a lot of activities going on. But for students, we must have the team spirit. And that this is something that we are promoting in Ogun State. Every school must allow our children to showcase their talents, their gifts, and I must really give honor to whom honor is due, Mr. Oshileti. Thank you so much for really allowing our children to showcase their gifts today.
And just before we go, let us remind you that leadership is not about titles, positions, or flow chart. It is about one life influencing another. You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogun TV and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on this platform's X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple and Google Play stores. And that's our news at this time. Many thanks for being a part of it. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.